Reese Davis, David Pollard,
All
Jesse
right.
Palmer here in the booth. Holly Rowe is down on the sidelines, and we check in with her right now.
Here in Austin, DKR is one of the most iconic stadiums in college football. Texas Memorial Stadium, the fans, the burnt
Does it look
orange.
different than the last one?
Bevo here on the sideline. There is so much to love every time you come to a college football game here. History in the making at DKR. Back to you.
All right, Holly. Washington likely to try to boot it deep to get things started. That ball scoots through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback.
All right, our first game online. Let's get it in. Put them horns in the chat. Smothers, are you serious? All right.
Trying to get outside, it's Smothers. He's going to lose a yard on that
No,
one.
bro. You know what?
You want to end the play quickly?
I know exactly what we about to
that
do.
fast, get to the guy, and get him on the ground. Nice job penetrating right from the snap, getting off the ball so quick, penetrating the backfield and making something happen.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11.
Johnson. Hey,
To throw,
we
Manning
got him as the starter.
unloads
That's
to the
fine.
wideout. It's caught.
That's a nice-looking catch on that play, and I know Texas is known for DBs, and they're known for having really good running backs. Not a lot of great receivers over the years. I'll tell you what, though, this guy has really showed up in this game. He's making plays, and I know they want to continue to build a legacy at this position here in this program.
Running inside,
Hey.
it's Simon. And the defense snows him under after a very short gain. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Back to pass, it's Manning.
Woo. Oh!
Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a
Come on,
pick.
Arch. We can get it.
Going the other way, and he's got
Oh, no, you can't.
all the way back. Touchdown, Huskies.
That's on me. That's on me.
What a play by the defense, coming out early in the game on the very first drive and setting the tone. Not just forcing a 3 and out, not just forcing a punt. How about creating a turnover and taking it to the house? Pick 6.
And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game.
Washington 7, Texas 0.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. The Longhorns head out, hoping to move the ball on this possession. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Here's Manning to throw. He's got him. Turning it on.
And that's the beauty of this offense and this playmaker
No way.
wide receiver. Throw
Let's
the
see
ball
how this
short,
shit works.
but what he does after the catch, he's just got
That shit look
so
nice.
much speed, so dynamic with the football, and this is why they get it to him short, because he can take it to the house or make a big play on any reception.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Quick screen to the speedster out wide. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain.
Hey!
The Longhorns will hustle to the line.
Well, the defense didn't have a lot of time to celebrate that last big play, because here's the offense right away back at the line of scrimmage, ready to roll down the tempo.
Nowhere
I gotta
to
stop
go
doing
on
that.
one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
And right now it looks like there's 12, 13, 14 guys on defense. I mean, last possession you saw him break on the football, get the pick 6. Now another opportunity again, dialed in, focused, breaks on the football, but that's why he plays defense. Shows you why he's not a receiver, but this defense is dialed in.
Got it in the middle. It's Wingo. He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs. And the Longhorns are rolling down the field. Manning to the air again. He's going to take off.
And, man, I love his courage to run the football. And I think it's necessary for the team. Sometimes you got to do that. But, man, see the surroundings, right? Like, knowing guys are around you. He gets hit late at the end of that play, and he got decked. You do not want to take those shots throughout a game. They will add up, and sometimes it will affect your throwing. That's too big of a hit to be taken for this
Bad
play.
pass again.
Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. He was looking for room to return that, but he'll just hand it to the offense. They'll take over at the 18.
Man, another mistake by this. Listen, he is an elite quarterback. He's really, really good. He's pressing
playing like
too
bullshit
much.
right
Jesse,
now.
the number one job of a
Well, that's my
quarterback,
fault.
you better protect the football. I don't care how good you are. You better protect it.
Yeah, you just got to take what the defense is giving you. And I agree, David. It looks like right now he's trying to force the big play instead of just checking it down or throwing away. He's got to do a better job working through his progressions right now. He's got tons of talent. He's making bad decisions.
Productive pass offense for the Huskies, and they've had a long line of quarterbacks who've gone on to the pros.
That's
A
the
lot of
finish
guys that you
though.
can think of, Warren Moon obviously was so dynamic, so good, but guys that were surgical, guys that read the defenses, made the decisions, made big plays. That's what the Husky fans want to see.
Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
And this is going to be the matchup for this defense all game long, containing the QB speed, because he can get out and he can roll. Nice job early in this football game, judging his speed, getting out there, getting the sack, and most importantly, getting a hit on him early in this football game so he can physically feel you, and those hits can start to add up.
Oh my God!
Major gaps in that defense, and he got loose, and they finally knock him down at the 41. Washington coming to the line with another first down. Williams. Going downfield for the big play. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
What up, Quandale?
They know that this offense is going to try and take shots.
Happy American birthday, bro.
Their secondary players in a position to make these types of plays. Good job on the back end forcing that incompletion.
I'm only celebrating 60 years of it, though. I'm black, bro. I don't do the whole 250.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Williams from the gun on third down. Complete. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. We've reached the break. Bow down to your leaders, Washington. Let's take a look at the numbers through the first quarter. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the second quarter. So first down here as they go back to work. Play fake, Williams. Quarterback now breaking the field. Complete to Williams over the middle. And they're able to get him down.
I think this defense really needs to start thinking about really fencing this quarterback in. You cannot let him go east or west because he will extend the play with his legs and his speed and then hurt you throwing the football.
Unloads it left. That one never had a chance. It's incomplete.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense, because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
It's Williams again. He'll pull it down and run.
Come on.
Just across the 20 with a first down at the 19.
That is what I'm talking about. So many guys lose where they're at on the field, lose the down and distance. It's third down. I can't stop him.
Oh, Ruby dog.
Nice job using his noggin and his heart, lowering the shoulder to get.
He's got it. He gets it in. Touchdown,
All right.
Washington. Backed up in the shadow of
That's
their
all
own
right.
goalpost. No problem.
When you start in the black zone inside your own 20 coming out, it's difficult. You can give up a safety. You get worried about that. But the offense puts a great drive together. Great job executing. Great job getting a touchdown.
And they pick up the extra point. Kicker knocked it right down the middle. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great. So I know offensively, I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this.
He's got it down the right side. And he's brought down after a huge completion. Finally, this offense starting to show a little juice. They've got a 1st and 10. Here's Arts to throw. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And that is interception number 3 on the day. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
I'm not trying to go to Coleman, bro.
One thing I love about this linebacker, guys, he's really good against the run, but he's also nice in coverage, too. That time,
I'm talking to
myself. By the defense,
I said I ain't trying to go for Coleman because I don't know that nigga.
Quarterback size is able to jump the route and come away with the turnover.
Williams
fuck around, put friendship in this bitch.
Escapes the pressure going right. Trying to make magic with his feet. He scrambled forward and got a few and turned that into a positive play.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision, gets to some green grass, and gets a positive gain for this offense.
Williams. Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Listen, at this point, the end of the first half, you're trying to generate some points. First downs are the most important thing. So a really good job there converting on that third. I love the decision by the quarterback. You kind of wonder, though, are they going to want to be a bit more aggressive and maybe start taking some more shots and attack?
Washington has it and a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on 1st down. Fires to the right. Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch.
Man, I love those guys that are willing to put their body on the line, and he does it right here, man. Just lays out. That ball's coming in. You can see it from several yards out, making that play.
Oh, come on, dude. Go
from touching the turf. Great concentration, great effort by the receiver.
Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down at 2nd and 6. Throwing, Williams.
Hold the
Escapes
fuck is
the pressure
Colin
to his
Simmons?
right. He'll try to do it himself. Across the 25.
Whoa.
They finally make the stop, and he shows.
Hold up, my dog. There we go.
He is dangerous on the run, too, and he's got a 1st down. They've moved it into scoring territory, 1st and 10 from the 11. Williams will pass.
Oh, my God.
He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of
Who the
college
fuck is
football.
you, bro? Nobody knows you.
just do that.
Nigga, we don't even know how to pronounce your name, nigga. What the fuck?
Account for him every single play.
Operating in the red
Thank
zone
you.
here on second down.
There you go. Yeah. Colin, bro.
Touchdown,
Oh my
Huskies.
God.
How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option?
Man, I've been really impressed with this offense this first half. Coming in a hostile environment.
It's all right, man. It's all right, Stream. It's our first game online.
Offense,
it's all good.
Now up 20-0, and these people are
these niggas bullshitting right now.
On the run from inside his own 5. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. They go play action with Manning. He uncorks one deep.
Wingo, come on. Nice hit.
Incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Throwing Manning. Going back to the well, another deep ball.
Nope.
And it's incomplete. Going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a third down. Trying to pick up a first down. On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Tight coverage and an incomplete pass. The defense knocks it away and forces a fourth down.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win first and second down.
But look at this. They're not setting up to punt. They're going to try to cut into this lead, and this is a huge risk late in the half. Fourth down, Manning throws to the wideout. And it is another interception. Just a terrible struggle for this quarterback. Good game.
Yeah, he's going to holler at my dog. Damn. Start off 0-1. Damn. Nah, we're going to try again. He wasn't it, though. That nigga was not it.
Welcome to Autzen Stadium in Eugene.
Now we got the Oregon.
Texas Longhorns and the Oregon Ducks. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you. Let's check in with our sideline reporter, Holly Rowe.
When you talk about decibels, making it hard to play for the opponents, the first stadium you've got to think about is Autzen Stadium in Eugene, Oregon.
Fucking Autzen Zoo.
Acoustically challenging places for opponents to step onto the field.
That's what they call that place, baby.
The proud, the Ducks make noise.
The Autzen Zoo.
Back to you.
Appreciate that, Holly. And the Ducks ready to put toe to leather in here.
I wonder if they got a sign outside that says "Don't feed the ducks." That shit'd be funny as hell.
He'll start the return inside his 5.
That was a weak ass score.
You think the fans are ready for this one? The booth's shaking underneath us, guys. They'll start on the ground with Brown.
Let's go.
Space at the 25. And he's down at the 41. That's a first down.
What a run, man. I tell you what, it's hard to pop runs. It's hard to get 3, 4, 5, 6 yards a lot of times. But when you got backs like this who can make huge plays with the speed, getting out in the open field, can take it the distance on every play, defenses are scared out of their mind.
He'll take a deep shot here. And
Oh,
incomplete on the
passing.
deep ball.
Wait, oh.
And I think on that
All right,
last
come on.
play, that's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to. And instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball, man coverage, that guy was not open that time out on the perimeter of the field. Still, he gave him a chance, but
All right, Cam.
that thing had incompletion written
Good
all
shit,
over
good
from
shit,
the
good
moment
shit.
the ball left his hand.
And the Longhorns headed quickly to the line.
And, man, that's not a surprise that they come to their go-to guy early. This is an offense that's so much fun to watch, and it's because they know who they are. They know how to get the ball to their playmakers. And on the first drive, Palmer, get your guy a touch, get him involved. You know receivers got some feelings, Jesse.
Grace of
Yeah, he's definitely one of those guys who feels like he's open every single play, so it is a good idea to get him going early. For the defense, that's a bit of a
Bad
jab in the
pass.
Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. Not the way you want to start your first drive, and the defense forces a turnover.
And that's a big mistake here early in this game, and I know how that feels for a quarterback. You're playing on the road, you want to come out in the first drive, you want to march it down the field, you want to throw a touchdown pass, but you got to be careful, and you can't be too greedy. I think he got a little bit ahead of himself on that last throw. Going to be really important he settles himself down.
Oh, that goes. Ah. You can switch a lot of
Bring in the heat.
looks.
Buried before he could blink.
And that's absolutely going to be one of the keys to this football game. Keep the rabbit in the cage, man. Don't let him get outside that pocket, start bouncing out wide. That's where he'll do a lot of his damage with all that speed.
Jesus
that is
Christ.
a big key for this defense. Great job here early in the football game.
That last sack got them
like
behind the sticks. It's second and long here. Going to take a shot.
Come on,
There's
God.
the catch. What a play all the way inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 29. This attack's so lethal with that big play capability. Now 1st and 10 from the 29. Surged ahead for a couple there. It'll be 2nd and 8. After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up defense.
And the defense gets home. Yippee-ki-yay at the 35.
This defense talks about it coming into this football game. We've got to affect the quarterback. We got to rattle him. We got to hit him early. How about this?
No.
First drive, 2 sacks
Yes, I do.
already. So far,
Sitting
mission
on it.
accomplished.
America. I think it's in the clock.
Play clock was getting close to 0,
Hey,
and they have to
come
book a timeout.
Pick this
After using an early one, 2 left for them to
this
spend.
piece of American
The sack makes it
marijuana.
an even longer 3rd down chance for this offense.
That shit ain't coming from Mexico. It was grown in the U.S. of A.
From the gun on 3rd down, Dante Moore.
Spin.
Intercepted deep in his own end.
Whoop, whoop.
He'll
Spin.
try to take
Whoop.
it back. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
And, man, I think they're going to look back on this one, guys, just with frustration, just an opportunity missed. Your defense did the best thing they could do, starting the game, forcing a turnover. Now you get the ball, and you give it right back. So the momentum you had and the energy that was in the building, now it goes swinging right back to the other side.
And that's a really nice
Which
play.
one? The blue one?
Once first down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up. You can get some
I was using it.
attack and find a little crease.
The
for your
court.
lead.
This time the defense was
It's on that
ready,
charger I
and they
handed you the
stopped
other
him
day,
in
I
his
think.
tracks.
Stopping the run is very high
Oh, then
on
it's in
every
the clock.
defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
Manning tries to pick it up on 3rd down. Grabs it up to 25 in stride. Just what they were looking for. A huge explosive play, and they're inside the 15 at the 13-yard line. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. He'll do it himself. And after the tackle, that will bring us to the end of the first quarter. It's been a defensive battle through the first period, and the stats tell that tale. Sometimes you see the offenses sort of settle in, find areas to probe after that first quarter. So second down here as we're back at it after the break. Manning makes a catch.
All right, Cam Coleman. Welcome to the team, my nigga.
Can't start a game any
You
better
should have
than
came
that.
here
Defense
the year
gets the
before.
stop,
Man,
gets
we
it
don't
back
like
to
this
the
transfer
offense. You
shit.
march down the field, you score. They are in a great rhythm
We
now
like
on
that
both
blood
sides of the
horn
ball.
shit, nigga.
They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game.
Baby, I just got my first touchdown with Cam Coleman.
And it's 7-0. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they finish it up with a 15-yard
Shit, I just got my first touchdown on NCAA online. Shit. Yeah.
He'll take the return and try to improve the field position.
Boom.
He gets across the 20 and out to the 21-yard line before he stopped right there. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. They're trying to put something, anything together to get that goose egg off the scoreboard down 7-0. They'll knock him down after a 6-yard gain to the 27.
Oh, shit.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Pressure coming. They get to him as he throws.
Come on.
Nearly picked. Field, you'd expect to drop that one. It'll be 3rd down.
And you just wonder if the quarterback's trying to get it all back after throwing a pick the last time out. This time, that was not a good read. The defender was all over that throw. He should have intercepted that, but thanks to the drop, the offense stays on the field. This quarterback has got to take a breath, and he's got to settle himself down.
Under fire. Hard running there. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38.
And I love the change in decision-making, right? That was a much better job. Last possession, tried to force it in there, threw the interception. This possession, it's not there. Take off and scramble. Great job. You got enough athletic ability to do that. Big 3rd down conversion by this offense.
Let's go.
Intercepted a first
America.
Can swing momentum.
America.
And this is obviously not a great start.
My shit is grace on Texas. That nigga quit. He just quit. America. Yeah. Yeah, give me my coins, nigga. Give me my coins, nigga. Give me my coin. Yeah. Yeah, skip all that. I ain't trying to see all this. Hold skip. Let's go. Yeah. 150, 200, 275. That will be 350, 365. 565, 540. Global rank. Oh shit, nah, fuck that. I don't like that. I'm in the top 30,000. America. Edit that chart. Here we go. First of all, we're not gonna do this bullshit. What? Tell them that
Just tell him, 4th of July, he's been thinking, I just don't feel comfortable driving far.
that far, yeah. Fuck. Tell her we'll catch up with him tonight. For sure. Yeah, so Cam's pretty. He's not that fast. Oh, my boy Bishop, Jermaine Bishop. Hey, baby. You know who that is? That is not what that nigga looks like. Do they even got Dia Bell? They don't even got Dia Bell on here, bro. Baby. Does Carl Lacey look like that? Carl Lacey's a whole lot lighter, ain't he? They got the hair right, sort of, kind of. That's what I be hating about NCAA.
Yeah. No.
That is not Carl Lacey. All right, who else that? Okay, Arch look like Arch, right? A little bit. Right? Oh my God. Okay, anyways, let me just do this shit. 89, lock it. Man, Mosley, you catch good, but I'm gonna need you out. Nibble it. Oh, fuck it. No, I want Wingo in the slot. Wingo and I take Bishop. And then Nibbler. Say, yeah, yeah. Yeah. Well, what was even the post? They said, dude talking about the liberals talking about something and will beat them in a civil war. So MAGA people been talking shit. They talking about it never happened. Nigga, it already did. What are you talking about? Nigga, the South lost. The only civil war we had, y'all lost. Why do y'all want another one? Ain't no rematches, nigga.
Yeah.
I might let it slide. Some people think they the shit, when in actuality, you're just average.
Glad to have you with us from Austin, Texas, DKR Texas Memorial Stadium. It's the Oregon Ducks and the Texas Longhorns. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rowe is down on the sideline. Hello, Holly.
I caught up with the Oregon head coach before the game. This is a challenging environment, bringing his team in here against a very quality opponent. This has so many implications for postseason, rankings, strength of schedule, all of those metrics. But more important, he knows how hard it is to get a win here on the road. Reese?
Holly, thank you. This ought to be a tremendous matchup. The Ducks ready to kick it away first. And he's going to bring this one out. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. Here's Brown to begin the drive. Strong run to pick up a 5 out to the 15.
And defensively, one of the most important things is stopping the run, being physical up front. That was too easy for this offense. You can't give up 5 and 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, that is a recipe for disaster. They got to be more physical, get off the ball, get downhill faster.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Smothers. And he's wrestled to the ground.
And I love linebackers, man, that just have a nose for the football, an absolute feel. Great job not losing vision, feeling the running back start to come out of the backfield to catch the football, and then doing the most important part. Probably the hardest, too, getting him on the ground.
Quarterback extends the play. He'll go out of bounds at the 22, methodically moving it away from their own end zone.
And on the third play of the drive, third down, it's the scrambling ability of this quarterback that goes and picks up the first down. He was so calm back there. He never got flustered. Nobody open, no problem. If you give this guy 1 yard to run, he's going to tuck it and take off, and that's exactly what happened there.
Caught behind the line. It's Brown. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it.
I want to make sure I know where the playmakers are, and I can't let guys like this guy slip out of the backfield and make big plays against me. Good job being aware that they can throw the ball to the running back, closing space and getting that fast dude on the ground.
Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the first down.
Ooh, and that was close for the offense. They try to go wide receiver screen. They're counting on that receiver beating that defender. Wasn't able to make a miss that time, but if I'm on offense, I'm going back to that play later.
Quarterback making checks. Manning lines up in the gun on third down. Rushes on him. Finds his big tight end. He ended up going backwards on the play, and they will not convert that third down.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
The Longhorns decide to punt it away. Promising start to that drive sort of fizzled out, and they'll have to punt it away. On his way back from the 20. Smashes through the tackle. Well, they finally stop him, but he found some running room on that return and really helps out his offense to start this drive. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Run inside. It's Davison. And a really short game before he gets a whole bunch of company from the defense.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle him, wear him out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15.
Looking long. That throw might have been a little too hot. He couldn't haul it in inbounds.
And that's not a surprise. But when a QB lines up and sees man-to-man coverage on his guy that runs so fast on the GPS that it's speeding in a school zone, like, this dude can absolutely roll. He sees man coverage, tries to take advantage of it. They don't execute on that play. But if you want to play that defense, I think you'll get that pattern a lot from that guy.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
Guys, look at this. I'm surprised they're going to gamble and go for it here on fourth down. Fourth down, more. Just couldn't get loose. They stop him right at the line, and they don't convert on fourth down.
Man, your goal of a defense is to stop them, is to force punts, and then this is just gravy. Now they go for it on fourth down and medium. On their side of the field, you get the big stop and a chance to switch the momentum here in the first half.
Runs through the tackle.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. The Longhorns peeled off a huge chunk of yardage through the air and now back to the line. Arch Madness. Setting up the screen. There he goes. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. That was just a perfectly choreographed screen. The line got out on time. The running back had a wall in front of it.
And I think the quarterback did a really good job of selling pass and then kind of dodging the pass rush, getting it to the running back, and then let him do the rest. You got him in space, he'll pick up yards in a hurry.
And he swallowed up immediately, stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Making side adjustments here. Manning with a play fake. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. The Longhorns want to pick up the tempo. Defense has dominated the early part of this game, and the stats point that out emphatically. Well, based on that, we can hope to see a little more offensive explosion here in the second quarter as we get ready to get things started. So they had a chance to talk over this third down play to open the period. Manning from the gun on third down. Nice move there. And the defense is swarming to keep him from getting to the first down.
Well, the sack on the last play obviously put them behind the chains. He's doing everything he can on this scramble to try and go and get the first down, but got to give the defense tons of credit. Not only do you get the sack the previous play, but you're able to chase down a pretty athletic...
And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Texas!
And they finally lift the lid. Man, I didn't know if we were going to be 0-0 going into the half, going into the fourth quarter. The offense finally puts a drive together, breaks that seal. Excited to see now this opens things up, calms people down, and lets them have a little more success.
Returner will field it and try to get some field position. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Oregon offense is on the field to get this drive going. They're looking for something, looking for anything to try to put some kind of score on the board, down 7-0. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up.
Man, when I can run the football like that on first down and create 2nd and inches and stay way ahead of the sticks and be in a position now where I can throw the football or run, I will have a lot of success on the offensive side of the football.
Looking for room at the 40. At the 45 on his way. Out of bounds at the 23-yard line as this offense dials up a chunk play.
How nice is it to be an offensive coordinator and you call a pass play, but your guy turns it into an explosive run? Like, that is so much fun to call. Good protection up front, but he just sees space so well. They drop back, he finds the holes, and man,
going for it all. It's complete. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down. New set of downs right on the doorstep for this offense. In the red area, it's Davison. He is denied, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Now, you want to be a great run defense, your DBs have to be great tacklers. And I love the way he comes up, sees the run. I know he makes the money in the back end covering passes, but when you get a guy that can fly up and make tackles, man, does your defense go to a different level.
On the move. Runs it into the house. Touchdown, Oregon.
And I tell you what, Reese, I'm not picking a team unless I got a guy that can do something like this at the quarterback spot. I need an athlete. I need a little bit of mobility. It just dictates too much to the defense. QB runs in for 6.
And they tacked on the extra point. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And it was closed out by the short yardage touchdown. Looks like he's going to bring it out. Nothing wrong with the touchback, and they wish they had one right now, but he stopped at the 9-yard line. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Play action, here's Manning. Here's the heat, and down he goes.
Nice job by this defense getting to the QB and getting him on the ground, creating the negative play. This offense must have seen something because they're right back on the ball, ready to snap it again.
We'll take a quick break here. 2 minutes to play in the first half. A first down sack can wreck a drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Arch is going to throw for it. Pocket breaking down. And that ball is caught. One hand grab. Got open on the post and then had no regard for his body in making that catch.
Exactly right. You know you're going to get hit a lot of times coming over the middle of the field, but he runs that post, lays out, makes the play for his quarterback. That's a tough hombre.
And this set of downs gets started from the 33, 1st and 10. Wants to adjust the pattern. Back to pass, it's Manning. Makes the catch, it's Wingo. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
Slant routes, they're good against man coverage, but they're good against zone coverage too. If that receiver can find the soft spot between the linebacker and the DB, you'll take that throw all day.
And the Longhorns can really attack on this 2nd and short. Now a timeout was called. Play clock was all the way down to 2. And now what will they come up with on this 2nd down play? And here comes the offense on 2nd down.
Here we go. Ready. 22.
To throw, Manning. Going long. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Bringing it back.
Well, the quarterback wants that throwback, guys. He's thinking to himself, I'm going to drive down the field here in a 2-minute situation. We're going to get the lead. We're going to have the momentum going into the first half, but he got too aggressive, and he should have thrown that one away or eaten it, because now the other team has a chance to score points here at the end of the half.
They'll start this drive going to the air. Going to take a shot. Goes high to pull it in. Defense knocks him down immediately after the catch, but now they're facing a goal-to-go situation from the 7. The Ducks trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. Here's the snap, looking to throw. It's caught. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening.
And I like a good check down as much as anybody. Survey the field, don't make a mistake, check it down to your running back, let him do the rest. But there was 2 guys right next to him, so that was actually a little bit of a dangerous throw.
Touchdown, Ducks! The offense cashing it in on that drive.
And the offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now going into the half with the lead, with the momentum?
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room probably down, and they're wondering, what adjustments do we have to make? What do we have to fix? Because we've got our work cut out for us in this game.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they cap the drive with a 4-yard touchdown pass. And he's going to try to return this one. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Manning on play action. Here he goes breaking the pocket. Finds a crease at the 20. Slides to the ground, picks up the first down, and avoids the hit. Timeout taken by Texas. It's their 2nd. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. They'll snap it from the 25 here on 1st down. Here's Manning to throw. Under fire. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. The Longhorns stop the clock for the final time, calling their third timeout. Dropping back, it's Manning. And they won't be able to stop the clock again.
Fuck!
Intercepted.
Alright, bro, what is wrong with your going on? Oh my god.
At the 20.
Pop!
And he's dragged down
Thank
after
you.
the interception, and that's how we'll close out the first
At least you
half.
got the tackle. Born in the USA.
They're lined up and ready to kick off this second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes the Duck offense to get the drive started. Keeping it on the ground to open the second half.
You just sense the frustration starting to build, not only on offense, but I think with this running back as well. He is so talented. He's had some massive games throughout his career. Just haven't been able to get him going early in this game. That was a pretty good run there. Let's see if he can turn it on here in the second half.
Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away.
You know, it's so important for corners to be able to transition, right? You got to have real loose hips. You got to be able to change direction on a dime. And in zone coverage, when you see the ball thrown, you can break on it and force incompletions like that.
He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a first down.
You can really feel the momentum changing in this game now, can't you? The defense comes away with a massive takeaway deep in their own end. And here is the offense on the third play of this drive, getting the first down and doing it running the football. Everything seems to be shifting in this team's favor.
Behind the chains now on second and long. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Davison. And he is swarmed under a host of defenders there to make the stop.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Oh, my
Makes the
God.
grab on the left. Breaks into the open. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down.
One of the things I love about this running back is his versatility. He's not just good running the football, but he can catch it as well, and he can make things happen with the ball in his hands. Nice job by the quarterback, getting through the progression, getting it out to his guy, and he does the rest, and that generates a huge play.
And this is exactly how you want to draw it up if you're an offensive coach. Later in the game, you start to get in the second half, and you've got the lead, and you can be the more physical team.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Ducks! Offense gets the job done again. You want to build that cushion as we get deeper into the second half.
Man, it makes it easy, doesn't it? You start getting up by a couple possessions, making the offense very predictable on the other side. Great job by the offense extending their lead.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. So a well-executed 8-play, 75-yard drive. And they punctuated it with a 5-yard touchdown run. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. So this second half didn't exactly start the way they had hoped on defense, and now the offense will try to answer with a score of its own. Here comes the heat. And he's sacked. Great work there by this defense.
And that's not how you want to start a drive. On the very first play, you give up a sack and you lose a ton of yards. Quarterback, you've got to know, just throw the ball away, know when the play is over.
It's 2nd and long now as this defense has some energy after that last sack. Incomplete. They fought for it, but it just squirted harmlessly to the ground.
And man, this home crowd has grown frustrated with what they've seen from this offense. I mean, they just haven't put drives together. They haven't been explosive. And another incompletion, and the clock is ticking. It's running down. They've got to find a way to create some big plays, to create some momentum, and get these guys on their feet yelling.
All right. Oh, fucking.
3rd down from the gun, Manning. Throws it deep. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down.
Well, you can see the mindset of this offense changing quickly. We're in the late in the 3rd quarter. They're down on the scoreboard. They've got to get aggressive, and they've got to throw the ball if they want a chance to win this game. But the defense knows it. It's going to be really hard for this quarterback now. The windows are going to be small like it was that time.
This fool got...
There he goes. Open it up. A huge return there. Steps out of bounds, but man, did he put his team in great position. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
Is not the start to the drive they were looking for.
Here's more to throw. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play.
Man, this guy is just starting to take this game over. Sack on 1st down, sack on 2nd down, and now on 3rd down, this offense, they better identify where this guy's lining up, and they better get him double teamed because they can't block him.
In the gun on 3rd down, Moore. Looking for a deep man.
What? That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
His quarterback part of their running game. What a job up front, and he'll lose a yard on that one.
And man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground. That is a ball.
Fighting his way for every inch, but he still needs a few more. He stopped short of the goal line. That's the end of the period, and Oregon has the lead. And they are starting to pull away as we come to the end of the 3rd quarter. Let's take a look at how we got here. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. A designed run for the quarterback. Touchdown, Oregon! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to...
Yeah, we done. Good shit, dude.